What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This time we're talking about getting started creating content. And I've been talking about, starting a podcast, doing a YouTube channel, things like that. But content creation can come in many forms: blog, newsletter, Instagram stories, whatever it might be. And one of the major questions for people who are just starting their business, just trying to get out there and get this whole content marketing thing going, it's always like, well, where do I begin? Like, what content am I supposed to create like right now? What are people really going to be interested in? And at least from my perspective, it's always going to be about your own personal story, like sort of where you came from, where you're at today, and where you're looking to go. So past, present, and future, and getting all that out into one big cornerstone piece of content. So it's either in a long form written essay where you just sit down one night and you just write out everything that you've gone through in business or your career and what's brought you to today and what it is that's so interesting about your business today, and then where you plan on going in the future. And just getting all these points out and these stories out so that you have them as number one, that big cornerstone piece of content that you can put on display on an about page or just have to journal and remember where you're at today. But you can pull pieces or threads of that in different lessons or different stories, different topics for your blogs, for your videos, for your podcasts, and whatever it might be. What's great about this exercise is number one, it's a journaling exercise. You can always turn back in 6 months, a year from now and say, hey, look, this is where I thought I was going back then, and here's where I'm at today. It's a great use of turning new content out if you wanted to, like some kind of comparative piece. Like, here's what I wrote about myself a year ago, and here's where I'm at today. Things worked out or things didn't work out, and here's why. And that's really awesome. But it's really about getting people to trust you and say, hey, I really resonate with your story. I really trust whatever this product or service is that you're putting together because, number one, I like it. But number two, everything you're talking, this whole transparency thing is awesome. And another great thing that you can do is, if you're worried about having to write all of this stuff out, you can record yourself, just like I'm doing now, or record yourself right into a microphone, and then have that transcribed for like $1 a minute, pretty affordable, and have it all just turned into text for you, right? Spend a few dollars to get that whole document transcribed and printed out for you so you can repurpose on your blog. It's a great mental exercise. It's a great way to stimulate that content. If you're somebody who is just starting out with a new product, you can do the same thing for the new product. So just cornerstone piece, the big problem, the big solution that your product or service has, especially if this is your second, third, fourth go round at building a business. You might not need to go through the exercises of talking about yourself and building up that personal brand, but you do need to say, here's why I am solving XYZ. This is the big mission that we're on. This is why we started it. Here's how we think our product or service really solves this for you, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, and really resonate with that story and create that cornerstone content, because from there, again, you can build out so much content around the benefits, the features, the support model, the sales model of your product or service. So spend some time thinking about big pieces, big cornerstone pieces of content if this is new to you and you're ready to get out there. A little bit longer than I wanted to go today in this video, but I hope you enjoy it. If you do, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next episode.